they're actually not worth any more words. They just stink to high heavens.
Oh, he wants to promote Snaggletooth. Who are these broadcasters? Am I right, Sean? There you go. Thanks for the $2. Thanks for the gumball, Mickey. You're probably too young, but they used to have a commercial with you.
You're listening.
Yeah, like all the time I'm listening.
WATB with Christian, Eric, and Carl sometimes.
Listen in your office, in your car, or even your neighborhood bar.
We're doing it. We're doing it. We're having fun. We're making it happen.
It's fun time. Open your mouth, close your eyes. We're going to give you a big surprise.
And here it is.
Oh, hello there. We're going to start the show in just a moment. But right now, I'm doing the single most important thing that any of us can do as we visit the internet. That's right. I'm going to fightthedabbler.com. And I want to help our buddies Carl and Shuli fight the frivolous lawsuit filed by the Dabbler, Stuttering John himself. And I don't have as much money as Dave Daffler, but I'm going to go ahead and apparently I'm sending. I was going to send $100, but I'm not. I don't want to send $1,650, $116.50. No tips, guys. All right. How about just the hundo? But hey, if everybody sends out a hundo, then we can go ahead and do that. And EZ, how much should I put you down to help Carl and
I'm good for at least 100. I'll tell you this right now. This is the best crowdsourcing. You think about all the people who are just so disgusted with this horse shit. I mean, because we joke about it, but at the end of the day, when you're still faced with a lawsuit worth hundreds of thousands of dollars that could come out of your pocket, that causes anxiety. And the last thing we want is Carl and Shuli to be doing their shows with that type of anxiety. So wouldn't it be fantastic is with the combined powers of the wallets of the audience members, actually made it so he didn't even have to worry about any of this shit. And then was able to say, yeah, fuck you, because as I understand it, this money can be used to fight the lawsuit, and it can be used in case his lawyer fucks it up and they lose it, which I don't think they will.
No, I think, our pal Lucy Tightbox is doing a tremendous job covering all things lawsuit. And I do hope that people find it in their hearts to help fight the greatest evil walking the earth, John Melendez. By the way, Hamilton Berger, Christian and EZ sending their lifetime earnings from WATB. We're each willing to spend $100 that we've made in 114 weeks of doing the show. Yes.
And the truth hurts. God damn it. It's hilarious and accurate.
It's funny because it's true.
Yeah. What the fuck?
By the way, Joe War theorizes that EZ is on EBT. So I hope that's not true. But
well, I'm just one bad joke away from that.
That's true. That is definitely all it takes. Anyway, now that we're done towing the company line, I didn't realize I would have to take one more step. So I will finish my donation after the show. Maybe if we make more than $100, maybe I will raise up my donation to 116. But right now, I'm good for a cool hundo. That's it. That's all I got. But, if we're talking about helping Carl and Shuli raise money, we have to also talk about people who it's more important to give money to. You and me, right, Easy?
Well, that's exactly right. Let's think about it. It's going to be so much easier for us to contribute to Carl and Shuli if we can get at least $25 for each of us during the course of this show. So wouldn't that be sweet? And to do that, you throw a few bucks our way. The one with the highest dollar amount with a terrible thing that you want Christian to sign off with is what he will sign off with. So as you know, his children are Asian. So it's important.
Half.
His children are half Asian.
Thank you.
So, if you want to make a crack about that and how he despises people that are Asian descent, that would be outstanding. The one with the highest dollar amount is what he will sign off with. Let's take aim at Christian's children on WATB.
We go after your kids too, by the way. We don't have to just stick to my kids.
Okay, let me give you a little background. Okay, I got a 30-year-old son. Here's the 30-year-old son that lives in a trailer. A daughter that's had 5 knee operations. Ooh. And my youngest daughter is a shrub scout.
I'm sorry, what's a shrub scout?
She is a local lesbian.
I definitely walked into that one, but I didn't realize that that was the case. So yeah, look, if there's anything funny going on over there, go ahead. You can insult both of our kids. You would be able to insult Carl's kids, but we all know about that. So in any case, please support the show to the tune of thousands of dollars so that we can help Carl and Shuli fight John.
Hey, more fodder. I cannot ejaculate.
Well, that's true. Yeah. You could try, but it's not going to work. Yeah.
It's dust.
Yeah.
I am a dust shooter. God damn it.
Well, with all that fun out of the way, let's start somewhere we haven't started in a while with some national news.
WATB, who are these national news? Who are these national newscasters?
I think I have to find more national news. I really like that one. And you know what I'll say about that one? The volume's actually perfect. That's the one where the volume's perfect.
Yep. Not too low, not too high.
Exactly. So we're going to take a look at some national news coverage of, I guess, an international story. And Easy, you're going to let me know when you find someone in this story you feel bad for.
A desperate rush to rescue hundreds of hikers stuck near the world's tallest mountain. A blizzard left nearly 1,000 people trapped on Tibet's eastern slope of...
I'm sorry, slope? I'm sorry, I don't think we can say that anymore. All right, I'm going to file a note with NBC News.
Mount Everest, according to Chinese state media.
Sorry, what was that, Easy?
Yeah, I was going to say I wouldn't have caught it, but you did. That's excellent.
Well, look, there's some things that I have an ear for, you know. So
yes,
but
I don't know why.
Yeah, no, I don't know why either. So all right, so there's bad weather at the top of Mount Everest, and when you hear about something like this, you just have to reflect on how unpreventable it is, how there's no way around having to save people who are trapped at the highest mountain in the world when there's a snowstorm coming. You know, there was inevitable. There was no way to get around it, right, Easy?
It's the way I would look at it. You know, I wouldn't even go up there, but yeah.
Well, no, I wouldn't either. But apparently some people just have to go up there. You and I don't ever need to get
ridiculous. It's horrible judgment.
Horrible judgment. But let's see some more.
While some have already been rescued, many still reportedly stuck at an altitude of 16,000 feet.
So they're there at 16,000 feet. And I went to Denver once, so I guess I've been above 5,000 feet. But that's probably about it for me. I don't think I need to go any higher than that. I don't know about you, Easy.
No, I mean, considering that's hard to breathe up there in Denver, let alone 3 times that, which is pretty much 1/4 of the way up Everest.
Exactly.
Hiker Chen Gushuang made it out, but some in her group still recovering from hypothermia.
Oh,
she says the unexpected snowstorm.
That's that word.
Boner.
That's that word they used earlier. Okay, now it's all starting to make sense. Yeah, I don't know how this story caught my eye, Easy. I'm not sure what it is about this hiker. Trapped up on top of Mount Everest alone, and I'm assuming cold.
Says the unexpected snowstorm was really frightening, adding she worried that lightning might strike their camp and kill them. The monster.
So at what point, as we've been watching this, have you started to feel empathy for the people involved? Have we gotten there yet?
You know, seeing the face, the sweet face, the yellow face of that woman that was talking, I'm starting now to feel that way.
Okay. Well, let's see the impact on the region.
Soon causing snowfall Friday evening and Saturday. Also bringing heavy rain to neighboring Nepal.
So those are the first people that I feel bad for. The people on the ground who are just stuck in this awful precipitation. The people on top of the mountain could have avoided going to the top of the mountain. But we're just going to assume that, this is the exact level above sea level that this family is at, and they will never ascend above it.
Also bringing heavy rain to neighboring Nepal. The army called in for rescues. Landslides and flash floods have killed at least 44 people, according to authorities.
I thought that's when they farm rice.
Yeah, that is actually great rice farming season. So here's the moral of that story. I feel bad for the people on the ground. And I did have some interest on the lady that was up there. But honestly, she's back down on the ground. It's a lot of resources to have to save someone. I had a buddy from college who once had to be helicoptered out of the Grand Canyon because he didn't understand how that you don't just pack a 12-pack of Orange Crush and some cigarettes to go down to the bottom of the Grand Canyon. Yeah.
Hey, in my mind, when they rescue people like that, that when they're actually in the helicopter, you know, they leave the helicopter when they land beaten and bloodied from the people that are in the helicopter, risking their lives to save these assholes.
Well, I think when the helicopter lands, they have one of those old credit card machines, you know, the way that you used to like use some carbon paper.
Right.
And if you can't present a credit card, then they just kick you out of the helicopter.
Yeah.
So, no, we're going to take a payment or we don't take off with you. Let us know what you think about that in the chat. But that story caught my eye for the obvious reason, but also I don't feel sorry for people hiking to the top.
Lots of good jokes in the poor chat.
Oh, but did they put any money?
Damned if I'll share them with anybody. So that's just unfortunate. If you guys are going to drop that level of comedy, and I see at least 5 that are worthy of it, are you telling me $1 per joke is too much? Holy shit.
Yeah.
What a disgusting world we live in.
And I'm going to say, JFK Head Chunk, you've got like 5 jokes that I would share, but we're not feeling particularly generous this week.
No. If you want people to know that you're funny, okay, like inside I'm laughing, but I'm also seething in rage.
Yeah, it just makes us more angry to not think you couldn't put $2 to it.
Yeah,
but,
Hamilton Burger, that's funny. MG8, that's funny too.
It's all funny. Yeah.
JFK Head Chunk keeps crushing it.
I know.
And the rest, you know, it's at least 10 to 15 excellent jokes that the world will never see. And will not. I should just say them and take credit for them.
You should actually, but there's a few of those that I wouldn't say. But if you want to steal people's jokes that they are too embarrassed to put money to, I will certainly allow that.
And some of these jokes are shitty. I mean, they're good, but they're horrible.
Yeah, they're very inappropriate.
And I just like Christian said, so if I post it, I'm gonna be like, oh my God, this thing just malfunctioned. What the fuck is wrong with it?
Sure.
But you can still get the credit.
Yeah.
But you're too goddamn cheap. So
yeah. So let's see if they can find it in their hearts while we head over to some local news.
WATB, who are these local news? Who are these local newscasters?
All right, so how do we handle that? MG8 gave us a super sticker. So does that mean that we should actually go back and put up his poor chat? Yep.
Sure.
I don't understand that one. That doesn't
even Gooks Raggy? Is that like something that Scooby would say? Gad Gooks Raggy.
Yeah, I mean, I would think that if Scooby-Doo wanted to spend some time in HR and dealing with some of the issues that he was born with, I think that would probably be what happens.
Oh, I get it. It's a typo. It should say Gad Gooks Shaggy, but instead it says Gad Gooks Shaggy, which I don't even know what the fuck that means.
Yeah, well, I don't know most of what Scooby-Doo was all about. I was always a Scrappy-Doo guy. And thanks to our buddy Vinny, you're welcome for the lead-in, dorks. Yes, once again, our show is basically the creep-ofter because Carl and Vinny did their show earlier today, but unlike the last time they did that, they took our feelings into consideration. And
are you dying? Is your throat? Did it just?
No, I'm good now. Yeah,
it sounded like it was all fucked up.
It doesn't feel good when I have to give credit to Vinny Paulino on something. It hurts. I die a little inside. So in Colorado, authorities were sharing video of this suspect.
Started Thursday night, the Clear Creek Sheriff's Office sharing this video with us, showing the suspect trespassing on private property. You can see he's armed with a gun and then wearing tactical colors. And joining us right now is...
Okay.
No.
So this video was making the rounds.
Well, that means that this could be 17% of the population.
Yeah, in Colorado, I think it's 14. But yes, but good news for local authorities is that the local CBS affiliate had this reporter on the scene.
Oh, hey, put the camera on him. Yo, you see this person right here? Is this him? Would it be crazy if we actually found the guy right now? Because we saw a person who was literally fitting the description.
Yeah.
Who just walked out.
Okay, so important thing for our audio audience to understand. This gentleman is African American. So the only reason this works is that you have a black reporter who sees the suspect. Because if it was you or me, we'd be like, no, there's no way that that's that guy. We'd be so worried about getting canceled. We'll be like, no, this is a completely different dude.
Right.
Is he even the same ethnicity as the guy in the video?
Yep. 100%. 100%. So this is awesome. Boy.
Yeah, I love this. I want to go back to this guy's reaction when he first sees it.
Oh, hey, put the camera on him. Yo. You see this person right here? Is this him? Would it be crazy if we actually found the guy right now? Because we saw a person who was literally fitting the description.
Yeah, he is literally fitting the description.
Walked by our camera.
The suspect came down Highway 103 and walked right past news cameras as they were recording their stories.
So they did actually find the guy. The biggest mistake this dude made is that he was wearing the same outfit that he had on in the initial surveillance video. And apparently it was like 2 days before. So this wasn't like minutes earlier. So he's still walking around in the same jacket.
Look at, I love this part right here
where he looks up.
Hi.
He's like, what's up, girl?
So
you feeling lonely right now?
And it was just like a burglary, or
he wanted to break into a house and probably steal some shit. But he had the gun just in case.
Maybe there was a truck nearby that wound up missing.
So look, sometimes the media can actually do some good. It's probably only ever going to happen on the local level. And this is probably the one story we're going to have all year, Easy. Now, for our next story, this is one you sent to me. There's nothing like being at school on your birthday, getting to celebrate with all your friends.
Hi, Legend. Did you have a birthday last week?
Yes. Legend Whitaker just turned 6 years old.
Can we sing happy birthday to you?
He attends Floral Avenue Elementary in Bartow, where his class and teachers celebrated with a song.
So far, so good. I don't know why you waited a week to sing happy birthday to the kid. I don't know. Maybe he has a job and he was working. He's 6.
I don't know.
That's about time you should become a good earner. You should get out and get a job. My kid is 10. He has 2 jobs. So, I get that. But so far, I don't see any problems. But let's continue.
Happy birthday to you.
All right.
But what happened next?
Would you like the funny song now that I sing to you?
What would your answer to that be when you were 6? If your teacher says, would you like to hear the funny song?
I'm like, hell yeah, bitch. Give me the funny song.
Yeah. Okay. And let's hear the funny song.
Stirred up hurt feelings and anger.
Oh.
Happy birthday to you.
He's a good singer.
You live in the zoo. You look like a monkey. And you smell like one too.
So already this is a meaner version of that song than the one I knew as a kid. I always thought you act like one too, but she's saying you look like a monkey. And
well, yeah, she probably thought it was biographical.
You smell like one too. For our audio audience, are we missing a key fact about this child? Is something that we probably should have shared, Easy?
Yeah, this kid is a black child. And so, holy fuck, what kind of animal would do this to a child? God damn. And did you hear that one of the little kids went, ooh, he knew. The little kid knew.
The little kid has better sense than this teacher. Look, it's a Florida public school teacher. So, probably
so she
not.
Hates black people. And that's
allegedly. But let's get back to that part where we hear the kid you're referencing has the
happy birthday to you. You live in the zoo. You look like a monkey, and you smell like one, two.
It's like you're fucked.
Yeah,
You're
there's
so
a kid.
fucked.
There's a whole group of kids whose faces are blurred out. I can guess which ones didn't do that. There's the two right behind him. They didn't even notice anything.
Yeah,
but
that other kid there looks like Lamar. He's pissed off.
Yeah. So let's see. So this video gets recorded and sent home to mom.
Give a clap, everybody.
I don't like stuff like that.
Legend says the song hurt his feelings. His mother, Desiree Prather, says the teacher sent her the video.
So right there again, I did mention public school teacher in Florida. I'm
sorry, I'm going to jump in. We had a nameless, faceless audience member saying at least she didn't say you live on a porch.
Yeah, well, at least we didn't get that. So
I don't get it.
It doesn't even make any sense. I was just agreeing with it. I was just yes-anding that comment.
Yeah.
So my question for you, Easy, is do you think that this kid actually was upset, or did mom say, "Hey, we're really upset about this"? He's like, "Huh? Why?"
Well, it depends. You know, some kids are aware that is a horrible term. I just, this is so fucking, you know, I've heard about occasionally there are people that are so not racist that they get in their own way. The Howard Cosell scenario. Do you remember the Monday Night Football when he referred to Alvin Garrett as a little monkey?
Correct. I do remember that. Yeah.
And everybody was disgusted in the booth, and they're like, "Oh fuck, Howard's getting fired." And sure enough, he got fucking fired. But there's audio that exists of him back in the day talking to about white people.
Yeah.
As the same thing. Oh, he's a little monkey. You know?
Yeah. And look, I was at the zoo with my kids this weekend. Yeah, it's a little bit of a humble brag. The monkeys have lots of different pigmentation. You might even see an occasional white one. But mom's not happy is the key to this story.
And she went straight to the main office.
I automatically said, that's unacceptable. And I don't.
She said it. That's unacceptable.
Is that what she said? Okay, good.
I don't think nothing's funny about it.
Prather says there's a history of Black people being described that way, which makes it extremely upsetting.
My skin is boiling. I don't even like racism, and to know where we come from and our ancestors.
And these two are Charlie Murphy Black, by the way. I mean, this is not like goddamn Michael during the Bad tour.
Yeah. So, and she doesn't even like racism, which is odd because I don't know. We might be surrounded by some people who, dabble in it and enjoy it.
I don't even like racism.
She doesn't even like racism. Yeah.
In fact, that's a good point because all of these audience members that I'm looking here they definitely love racism.
Oh, they do. Yeah. Well,
they
too bad.
do.
Too bad they're not putting any money on top of it,
Yes, horrible, horrible jokes. I wish I could share them with you, but they don't have any money on them. So, what can I do?
That's not the way things work around here.
Yeah, this is a horrific, racist crowd here in this audience.
And for us to be labeled like that, because when they call us monkey, they basically saying that we're ugly, we act like a monkey, and all this and that. I don't like that at all.
Polk County Public Schools.
Oh no! What the fuck?
So. The local reporter, do you have any comments, Easy, on who they sent to cover this story?
Okay. It's like they took that ugly guy who always wins the Boston Marathon and put a wig on him.
Yeah. I think that's accurate.
District staff and the HR department are reviewing this. I followed up with additional questions, like, is this the first time this teacher has sung this song to students? And
yeah, but usually they're white, so we don't care.
I also asked, while this is being reviewed, will the teacher still be in the classrooms? I've not heard back yet.
I don't play games about my child.
In a letter to the school board, Prather asked for an apology, immediate disciplinary action, and counseling for her son. After receiving no response, she decided to show up in person.
They just kept saying it's an active investigation. They can't answer no questions or anything like that.
Angelicia Bruton, 10 Tampa Bay.
So they go on to explain that the kid was moved to another class, but he actually hasn't been back to that school, and he's gonna change schools, which Yeah, I think it's all horrific, but I don't know. That does sound like the kind of thing that a monkey would do. But I don't know what you think about any of this. You see, I mean, they've known not to linger, I guess.
Well, being that we cover a lot of stories like this, and it's moments when people say things and they're just not aware of right, wrong, things to say, things not to say. I'm, this is one of the most shocking ones. How could you ever, to me, in the biological world, if I am in the room with any African Americans, I am never going to reference any primate things, no matter what. I'm not going to reference King Kong. I'm not going to reference.
What's your favorite Planet of the Apes movie? Yeah, exactly.
I'm not going to. It doesn't exist. If someone in the room starts talking about Planet of the Apes movies, and I'm there with a black guy, I'm going to be like, I don't know. I've never heard of him. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. What do you mean?
Yeah. Well, I'm sure our chat is having a field day. But our next clip also comes from Eric Zane. This is a clip that has been featured on both WATP and it's Eric Nagel, but some things are just too important to not share. Easy, you sent me this clip from 1010 Wins News Radio in New York, seemingly regular broadcast day.
Nice 1010 Wins at 92.3 FM.
Let's get a check of your AccuWeather forecast. Here's meteorologist Brian Thompson.
After another pretty warm day today, Lori, it is going to be cooling off quite a bit over the next few days, including tonight. The breeze is going to be picking up, and it is going to be cooler as it turns out, clear to partly cloudy.
No, yes. Dude, are you coming right now? I am. Don't look at me. Oh, God. Yeah. Unplug it, maybe. Unplug it.
I don't know where that's coming from, Greg, but it seems to be we have another station on the air here. What is...
Yeah, that's
what station do you think that is? Yeah.
What the fuck is wrong with you idiot?
Does Sirius XM still have OutQ, the gay channel? I don't know if it's still there. I say pretending that I don't know that it's still there. Yeah.
I love how the chick goes from 1010 Wins voice to what is that?
Well,
she actually starts talking like a normal human
when she starts shouting over it.
Right.
Let's give this a little more.
I can't even.
So then they dump out. And again, this is the number one media market in New York City. So they came back for a second, and then they're trying to figure it out. There's some guy.
Try this again. We're getting a lot of interference right now on the line, but we're going to try to connect now with AccuWeather's Brian Thompson. Brian.
Oh.
Well, Lori, we do have a breezy, cooler night in store for tonight.
So it goes back to business as usual. Brian's like, well,
poor Brian's like, oh, they're headed my way early. Shit, I better get ready. So I did a little research on this, and you're aware of this?
I do, yeah. So our buddy E-Rock found out what this is, but go ahead and tell everybody what this is.
I want to hear it from him because he would be the authority on this. So I would rather hear what he had said through you.
So the clip is from a show on Netflix by Ivan Reitman's daughter called Workin' Moms. And one of the characters, I guess, goes into for some full body hydrotherapy. And I guess the water stimulation is so much that she just keeps coming. So she, I guess, enjoys it. That it comes from Eric Nagel. Yeah.
So we're under the impression, and I was reading that like some idiot in another studio hit the wrong button, and all of a sudden it's going out over the air. That's obvious. And that was their, I guess, cue to holy shit, man. Now I've been in many circumstances where I actually was the one putting those moments on the air. It happened many, many, many times. Do you want to digress and hear a great Eric putting shit on the air story?
Yeah, we don't do much banter on this show, but I think we're going to have to make an exception.
Okay.
I hope that we don't offend Blind Mike or Carl in dabbling in banter. Go ahead.
I'm editing a piece of audio, and at this radio station, the on-air room also doubled as the production room. And I'm editing like a sound clip from a movie, and all I want is the word fuck to be gone. Okay. So on the audio program, you like highlight it similar to like Microsoft Word. And then I want to make sure I got it all. So I'm repeatedly playing it so that I know I have the whole FUCK. So about 11 or 12 times you hear fuck, 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 fuck. And the Dan Patrick Show is on the air. So Dan Patrick, welcome to the Dan Patrick Show, and we got the Dan fuck, 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 fuck on the air, fuck, fuck, and then all of a sudden the door swings open. It's a goddamn receptionist who's getting the phone call. She's like, "Hey, is someone saying fuck over on the Dan Patrick?" I go, "I don't know. How the fuck would I know? I'm not there." What? No. What the fuck is wrong with you? Fuck. I kept doing it.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. This went on for like several minutes. And then finally I was like, oh, she's talking about me.
So were there repercussions for young, not so young Easy at this time?
I just, they blamed it on Dan Patrick.
Oh, okay. Good.
So they're like, hey, is this affiliate relations for the Patrick Show? Yeah. Who's saying fuck? I'm like, we don't know.
It's probably, I believe one of those Danettes names was Fritzy at the time. That's probably who it was.
Blame him.
Yeah. All right. Well, I love stories like that. And you got to keep your job. So all's well that ends well. Oh, my gosh. Labyrinth Mystic with $2. Screw him. Banter on. Yeah, we are going to banter on. Thank you so much, Labyrinth Mystic. We've got $4. All right. So we're so close. Yeah.
$4. At this rate, we might have $12 between us by the end of the show.
You know what's going to change that is we have to resolve a big cliffhanger from last week.
WATV, who are these bears? Who are these bears?
It was Fat Bear Week last week, and we wanted to know who was going to win. My money was on Chunk. If you remember, Chunk was a bear that I think settled a lawsuit with Lyft and was able to buy a van. I'm pretty sure that was Chunk. Confusing our stories from last week, but who's the big winner?
A broken jaw and an injured paw, Bear 32, also known as Chunk, has been named the winner of this year's Fat Bear Week. In the annual competition, viewers followed 12 bears gorging on salmon in Alaska's Katmai National Park and Preserve as they prepare for winter hibernation.
Bears put on fat to survive the winter. The fat means living another day.
So
thanks for breaking it down, rosacea face.
What's that guy's excuse then?
Jesus.
Fat means living another day.
To their continued life in emergence in the spring.
The salmon gather en masse in Katmai this time of year.
All right, what was that?
To continue their emergence into the spring. Wow, thanks for breaking that down.
Yeah, no, we wouldn't have known otherwise, I think. And look, I enjoy video of when the salmon are like jumping out like that. I mean, they're just flying everywhere, and
that's why they're fat. Look at all those fucking salmon. And this bear's shitty at catching them. You see him? He's just looking at all of them.
He's just like, well, eventually one's gonna land in my mouth. I don't want to have to move at any point. So, congratulations to Chunk, the winner of this year's Fat Bear Week. And let's visit the one pun with $2 because nobody loves our bear coverage more than the one pun. Great to see you, sir. Let's get a little bit more education on Fat Bear.
By this time, bears have put on weight equivalent of about 1,200 pounds.
Whoa!
Some of them are weighing in at 1,400 pounds. It's amazing.
So wait a minute. I'm sorry. If they're going to put on 1,200 pounds and they end up weighing 1,400 pounds, I'm trying to figure out what they weighed when we started. But I don't know if I have the answer.
I don't think that's right.
Yeah, I don't know if that's right either.
And how much weight they put on.
Chunk's title was hard-earned. Known for fighting with his Bruin brethren, rangers think Chunk broke his jaw in a confrontation with another bear.
People were worried that he would die.
So what else is he going to break it on? A fish?
You thought that the competition for Miss Wheelchair USA was worthless, but this guy saw the competition and he's like, all right, I'm going to break my jaw trying to take this motherfucker out, and then I'm going to get some sympathy votes. So congratulations to Chunk, our 2025 Fat Bear winner. And I'm glad that
unidentified person names the bear Chunk DeMoss.
I like that. All right. We appreciate people in our chat being funny, but don't appreciate them being frugal. Apparently that's the new word for cheap is frugal. I want to do a little visit to the world of talk shows now.
WATB, who are these talk shows? Who are these talk shows?
Jimmy Fallon was promoting some other show that he's got going on CNBC. And if you've ever wondered, how is that consistently the most vanilla and uninteresting show in late night? Well, Jimmy will explain it to you.
Our show's never really been that political. You know, we hit both sides equally, and we try to make everybody laugh. And that's really the way our show really works. I mean, our monologues are kind of, the same that we've been doing since Johnny Carson was doing the Tonight Show.
So
corny.
Yeah. I think that's what he means. Yeah, the same cornball jokes that were used in the mid 60s. It's like, so we still do that.
Well, all right, you can't really argue with that because it is corny, like jokes back then, and it is got less of it's got more audience than
well, not than Colbert, but yes, I know it's all splitting hairs. Nobody watches these shows at all. It's but so in case you ever tuned in and you go like, wait, do people watch this? The answer is no.
So really, I just keep my head down and making sure the jokes are funny. I have great writers.
I'm gonna have to disagree on both of those. We've played enough clips on this show. You don't have great writers, and I don't know how funny they are. But thanks for explaining it to us, Jimmy. Labyrinth Mystic.
Yes, this is pertaining to the bear with the broken jaw chunk. He's going to be licking soft grass till that heals.
That sounds about right. Jimmy Fallon caught the attention of a talk show called Mostly Sports that is co-hosted by Mark Titus and Brandon Walker. It's an internet show based in Chicago. Seems like one of those deals where somebody used to be on the radio, got fired, and then every day they beg for the goal to try and pay their staff. I'm just guessing. I think that's how it works in radio. You get fired from radio, you do an internet show, and you really lean on people to give you some money. So these guys had a sort of, they noticed something about Jimmy Fallon last week at the Yankees-Red Sox wild card game, who Jimmy was rooting for.
Fallon. Oh. When I did see the Red Sox win the World Series in 2004 for the first time in 86 years, Jimmy Fallon and Drew Barrymore were dancing around filming a movie. And he's wearing the Red Sox hat. And I thought he did a pretty good job presenting himself in real life as an actual Red Sox fan.
All right. So, he's an actor, not a very good one. I do remember that. If you remember in 2004 when the Red Sox finally won the World Series against the Cardinals, Jimmy Fallon and Drew Barrymore were on the field, and you're like, okay, I know they're making that movie, but they probably should have let the team, enjoy that moment.
Is his suggestion he can't be a Red Sox or a Yankees fan because he was? What is his point? I guess.
Well, he does have a point, believe it or not, because they did a little digging. So I guess this show does fact checking.
And now, some years later, he's Mr. Yankees fan.
But I totally forgot that was this guy's voice, and I heard this clip on Friday. Nice, Mr. Yankees fan.
Hey, Homer. And by the way, he's got the Francesa hair going, and he looks like a goddamn caveman, whoever the fuck this asshole is.
Phil Hartman is unfrozen caveman lawyer. And so one of his guys is reading quotes from Fallon about his baseball fan.
I grew up in New York.
Socrates?
I was into the Mets because my dad worked at IBM where he got free Mets tickets, so I was into the Mets, 2 games a year. Then I got to Saturday Night Live where my boss, Lorne Michaels, has unbelievable New York Yankees tickets, so he invites us to the games. I became a Yankees fan for a few years, but now I got to say I'm really rooting for the Red Sox.
Fuck him. He ruined baseball and he ruined late night TV. Fuck him.
So
wow, there's so much going on with this guy. It's difficult to concentrate on his point with that bombastically square head.
Yeah, fuck him. Eric Zane, fuck that guy. You don't understand.
Hey, fuck him. This guy is a goddamn disaster.
Well, he goes on.
Fuck Jimmy Fallon. He fucking ruined every sketch on Saturday Night Live for years, laughing the whole goddamn time. Now,
by the way, I agree with that 100%. This guy's actually making some sense. I
He is.
hated Jimmy
He is.
Fallon on Saturday Night Live because he's like laughing, and then he make Horatio Sands laugh. And I'm like, no, this is awful.
now he has a shitty ass late night show and he can't pick a fucking team. Fuck him. It's fine if you say I'm not really into baseball, but don't say, yeah, I was really into the Mets, and then I was really into the Yankees, and now I'm really into the Red Sox. Fuck you.
You know what an insight is? It's
Jimmy Fallon sucks.
So I just like how worked up he got. And look, it's a point that I don't know that I could disagree with. Jimmy Fallon sucks. But in seeing this clip, I came across another one. They were talking about there's a new Taylor Swift album. And obviously we're diehard Swifties on this show.
We would never say anything bad about her. We would never dream about calling her a whore.
We would never do that. I watched that whole stupid episode of her fiance's podcast. So
it wasn't stupid.
No, it was great. It was brilliant. Yeah, and Jason Kelsey also came off really well. Travis's
both those guys do an excellent show. It's really funny.
Yeah,
and they are just so awesome, so compelling. Great.
This is going to be the Chiefs' best year yet, as evidenced by
100%. They're going to beat my Lions this weekend because
clearly
Taylor will be there, and she is not a cunt.
Right. So they are talking about. There's a song on her new album. I did do a little research. It's called Wood.
Penis. Yeah, there's a song.
She's singing about his penis.
Yeah, a song on the new album about his penis. Do you want me to read the lyrics and you tell me?
Okay.
He hypnotized me and opened my eyes. Redwood tree, it ain't hard to see. His love was the key that opened my thighs.
Oh. All right. First of all, this is the best-selling recording artist in the world with lyrics like that. You know?
I didn't realize she was that aggressively sexual.
Well, I think she's gotten more horned up, you know. Obviously, biological
thighs.
Biological clock tick tick tick. And she's got the boyfriend now, but not since Kiss invited us to Let's Put the X in Sex. Have I heard anything like this? Let's let this guy continue.
Yeah, is the key to her thighs?
That's the lyric of a Taylor Swift song. Woof.
Why?
All right. She also has a song where she says that her dick is bigger.
Her dick is bigger?
She says, my dick's bigger. I listened to the full album this morning. Didn't like it.
All right. More lyrics, please.
And baby, I'll admit, I've been a little superstitious. The curse on me was broken by your magic wand.
So magic wand would also. I had no idea that this was going on in the new Taylor Swift album. So
I think it's more embarrassing that these boys are so over it.
That might be why I am playing the clip, because these guys are
fucking dorks.
But let's see what the main guy thinks about it.
Seems to me that you and me would make our own luck. New heights of manhood. Yeah,
as
manhood.
You've been playing this, you'll see the shots of normal human being faces, and then it goes to this mongrel-faced animal, and it's always very jarring to me. I always get a little frightened when I see this man's face.
He looks like he lives in a zoo. I bet he acts like a monkey and smells like one too, actually. If I had to guess. Yeah. I'm fascinated by this guy.
I've got to knock on wood. She said
she wrote a song about Travis Kelce's dick.
Yeah. All right. She's how old? Like 40.
She's in her she wrote a song about Travis Kelce's dick. So this guy's on my list now of places I need to go check. I don't know what you thought about all that. I don't care what the chat said because nobody gave us a super chat. So
no. We've highlighted just a handful of great audience members, like $8 worth of super chats. Yeah, you can go through them just like this. It's basically three dudes.
Yeah, those are our friends. And the rest of you, I don't know what you're here for, but we appreciate you. Look, we appreciate you watching. But if you think your comments are getting on the air, you've got another thing coming.
And by the way, those that number of chats is 5% of the total people watching now.
Well, I don't know if I wanted to let people know that this is the lowest turnout we've ever had for a live show. It didn't help us that the creep off was before. I thought it would actually.
So how come that is that what would that make things? Do people like, oh boy, I've had my hour and a half of stupidity. I don't need any more.
They're like, how many hours of shows on Carl's channel do you want to watch in a day?
Oh, okay. I mean, I got you.
Usually that you'll have the creep off and point dabble point, and then he's got to do an emergency episode.
Yeah. There's always some drama.
Yeah. There's usually something going on, but it's all right. It's fine. Look, hey man, we're having fun. I don't know what anybody else has going on.
We don't care. It's all right. It does break our heart a little bit. I'm not going to lie, because I thought we had some good momentum and we were done seeing a few dozen paying attention. I was hoping for at least 8 dozen, but that's all right. We can rebuild. We have in the past, and we will. We will rebuild.
Yeah. So there was very clearly the hamburger nagel bump a few weeks back, but we're having fun and we're gonna head over to politics.
Who are these politics? Who are these politics?
So tell us more, Raymond. Thank you, Labyrinth.
Wow, look at Labyrinth Mystic. I mean, that is a rich, wealthy man just burning through his money. That is $6 total. Thank you so much.
Yeah, he's our broccoli. Whoa, salty rectum with $10. Shut up. All right, you know what? That gets you an official Cardiff Electric bell.
Yes, a Cardiff Electric bell.
Yeah, Cardiff Erectic. It doesn't matter. It's 40 people watching. Anyway, so. Big news this week, Easy. I'm sure you were excited. They announced the halftime show for the Super Bowl. Okay, this is funny. Thank you, JFK Head Chunk. $2. No more E-Rock, please. He was on WATP on Saturday. He did a tremendous job.
I love E-Rock. Did you see E-Rock on his own show?
Talking
Crucify
about
Opie?
Yes. About Opie saying, we were never friends. Yeah. The idea that if E-Rock were not talking about Opie, it would be such a missed opportunity. So I'm glad that he's embraced it. So, Easy, I know you were excited for the announcement of the Super Bowl halftime show, which before the show started, people were wondering who is Bad Bunny. And I can say I don't know. And I know for a fact I'll never really find out, because we have a tradition. For this show, we do counter programming during the Super Bowl halftime show. And I think this year there might be a little bit more interest to it. But I want to start off with someone we featured on the show before. Jason Whitlock is getting the reaction to just who is Bad Bunny.
That picture of, that's not Bad Bunny. That was Bad Bunny with the breast out.
Okay. Oh, no. So that is Bad Bunny. And I do believe, look, if that's not a Photoshop, that's some great makeup work, but I'm pretty sure that Bad Bunny wears some interesting outfits. You notice that we know that Jason Whitlock enjoys big breasts and peanut butter skin.
Yes, peanut butter skin, exactly.
Yeah. So he can't help but notice, but this might break him.
They're grooming our babies. We're going to pay a price for this. We're about to have a halftime show where the most of the audience will have no idea what's going on. But
I mean, I think that happens a lot of the time.
I can say I don't know what's going on with that first image. That is Bad Bunny.
Yeah, apparently that is Bad Bunny.
With the titties?
The titties look a little too real for me, but let's just assume.
Well, wait a minute. I thought it's a dude, and I've seen no titties.
Well, that's the thing, because there's an actual picture of Bad Bunny with some ink, and the titties are not there.
No, that I think he got. I don't know what. I can't say what's happening there.
Pretty sure that he got duped, but he was blindsided by the peanut butter skin.
We'll have no idea what's going on. But I guarantee you, Bad Bunny's going to put on a drag show at halftime, because that's how he got here.
Okay, so now there's just a straight up drag image, a nice red leather suit. I don't know. I saw Eddie Murphy wear a red leather suit, and it looked pretty cool. This doesn't look as cool. I'm not gonna lie, but it's a different. It's a different
at
era.
halftime, because that's how he got here, by redefining masculinity, by dressing up in women's clothing, by pretending, well, I'm not gay, I'm sexually fluid, I might get into men later in life.
This is so. If you go back to 1972 or whatever year that the Kiss Destroyer album came out, they said the same goddamn thing.
Yeah, this is KISS stands for Knights in Satan's Service.
It's all. I mean, it is so good for these artists to have these moments right here. It puts them on such a level of popularity. It's outstanding. Good for whoever the fuck gets this type of treatment.
If in 1991 it was shocking to see Madonna and Justify My Love kissing a woman, obviously we have to push the envelope. So, dude's kissing a dude. I
want to see some dick sucking by Bad Bunny. That's what I want to see.
Then you're going to have to skip our halftime show.
Okay.
You'll have to watch the actual one.
Might get into men later in life. The National Football League, they don't respect fans.
Sounds like Bill
They
Cosby.
don't respect Americans. Right now, I'm just talking about the spirit.
Don't respect America.
Bill Cosby, again, Eddie Murphy talking about getting a call from Bill Cosby. I would like to talk to you about some of the things I just say on your show. Yes, he basically is Bill Cosby. We're going to just assume without the recreational activities. We're going to just assume that about Jason Whitlock because we don't want to paint with such a broad brush. But yes, he has turned into the social commentary of Dr. Cosby.
Spiritual aspect of what they're doing, which is clearly the most important part of this. This is a demonic force. And you're making too much of it. No, I'm not. They're telling us in big bold letters, we hate Jesus, and your kids will be watching.
God, yes. Of course. Now it's full circle.
There's a couple things to point out as we go through about Bad Bunny. Again, not a fan. He is Catholic. I just think it's worth pointing out that he does not hate Jesus. Just something to point out.
And you'll have to explain to your kids, why is this man dressed like a woman for part of this halftime show?
I'm not going to have to explain that to my kids because
I need an explanation of the titty shot there.
I would like to find out more.
I would like to know why that's included in the random shots of Bad Bunny because it's very confusing to me.
Yeah, you want to jerk off, but you're not sure if you can. I get it. I completely
right.
On board.
Well, not that I'd be able to.
But
I could jerk, just not off.
You could just jerk up.
I could just jerk. I'd be jerking all day.
That's part of the narrative on Bad Bunny. Tomi Lahren was commenting on her show, and she had as a guest the left-leaning. I don't know if she still works for MSNBC, but once upon a time she did. Her name is Crystal Ball, and they're talking about Bad Bunny.
Bunny's a good choice for the Super Bowl.
I'm not that knowledgeable about him, but it seems fine, and I don't know why it's a big deal. Seems like a great American artist, so sure.
He's not an American artist, but
he's Puerto Rican. That's part of America, dear.
So it honestly doesn't matter what happens after this, but what I wanted to make sure we froze on is Puerto Rico. It's part of America, dear.
Oh, that's awesome.
But I just to watch Tomi try to move on from
that chick on the bottom. That is I'm a bitch face. Wow.
Oh yeah, that's the host. Is the one on the bottom. That's Tomi Lahren. Yeah.
What a bitch.
Yeah.
Puerto Rican. That's part of America, dear.
Yeah, you don't think you have any problem with him?
Yeah, that's her answer. Yeah.
What a snot. What a snotty bitch.
Yeah, so it's part of America, dear. Just oozes with so much condescension. And Blatt's halftime is all ass eating and bears. Hey, I don't know if we can actually show the ass eating on YouTube, but maybe we'll do it on Rumble this year. Labyrinth Mystic, let me know what you think.
There's a great joke about chick with bitch face that
you want to steal the joke?
Nameless, faceless person said, "Girl on the bottom sends food back."
You think he's right? Well, Benny Johnson, whom we featured on this show, he had an audience with Kristi Noem and asked what she thought about this.
The NFL with this decision, it seems like they were trying to send a message to the Trump administration.
Well, they suck and we'll win and God will bless us and we'll stand and be proud of ourselves at the end of the day. And
I just think that's her fucking answer for everything because
Wait a minute.
What are you talking about? We'll win. They're gonna have this halftime show, you know.
Yeah, and he framed it like, wait, I don't get how the NFL is responding to the Office of Homeland Security because or whatever this is.
Well, Bad Bunny hasn't performed in the U.S. this year because he's worried about ICE sending people to his shows, and taking them away in vans.
Gotcha. Okay.
But, most of those venues are private property, and you can't just kick the doors in. But I see what they're saying. So that's what this is in reference to. But I want to let Kristi Noem finish.
we'll stand and be proud of ourselves at the end of the day. And they won't be able to sleep at night because they don't know what they believe and they're so weak.
Yeah.
We'll fix it.
Thank you. Thank you, Madam Secretary.
And I leave that in because he's like, and he's like so proud to shake her hand. There's dog blood on her hands. Let's remember
that's another great nameless, faceless joke that says she's a dog murdering smoke show.
Yeah,
well, that's 100% true.
Both of those things can be true. Yeah,
she's so hot that if I was married to her, and if she walked in here and shot Bruce, I'd be like, well, go get another dog because she's that goddamn hot.
There's so many of them just down the road at the pound. You just get another dog.
I mean, I can get another dog. I can't get another however old she is smoke show. She is a babe. In fact, she ran for president. I would actually vote for her and tell everyone not to.
So when something like this comes up, I think people should do what I do. I always ask WWWD, what would Whoopi do?
She known the one who killed the dog?
Cricket.
She killed Cricket.
Yeah, Cricket was the dog's name.
Who does that? Who shoots a puppy? Only her. Anyway, she's threatening to go to the Super Bowl when Bad Bunny is there and round up all these people that are illegal immigrants. Do you think that she would go if it was Garth Brooks or Eminem or Taylor Swift or any other white person?
Maybe Eminem.
Maybe, but
definitely not.
You're gonna make a point about the Super Bowl. I don't expect to ever go to a Super Bowl in my life for a simple reason: what it costs.
Yeah,
and I don't know how many illegals will be there to see Bad Bunny.
Yes, yes. A nameless, faceless audience member said the same thing. $700 Super Bowl tickets. No illegals will be there.
My understanding is that parking is $700. And,
okay,
that doesn't even get you in. But don't worry, Whoopi has a solution.
Understand what you're saying because she's going to go to the Super Bowl and round up. How's she going to know who's who?
Because the Supreme Court has given permission to question anyone who has a Spanish accent who has a dark skin.
Yeah. So here's
That's why.
Here's the thing.
Yeah. Did you hear Whoopi laugh? Because she's like, oh, man, I got it with this one. All right. Let's get ready for some pure Whoopi.
Everybody.
Okay.
Get a little cocoa butter, sit in the sun. That's the first thing. Yeah. And this is the only time you can probably ever do this. Give yourself a Latin accent.
You know, Whoopi, that is such a good idea.
So Whoopi Goldberg.
No thanks. I'm just going to go watch a game.
Yeah. Whose boyfriend Ted Danson showed up at a roast of Whoopi Goldberg in blackface.
Yeah, God.
Learning nothing. Whoopi's like, y'all should just show up. I probably should stop doing the voice in blackface. I stopped myself. Sorry, Carl. She's just saying like, yeah. So everybody just, put yourself in brown or blackface, and then she's not going to know who it is. And Joy is just yes ending like there's no tomorrow.
And see if she can tell who's who.
Who do you think are buying Super Bowl tickets? I can't afford a Super Bowl ticket.
During the Nazi occupation, there was one country, I believe it was Denmark or Norway, one of those, where everybody put the Jewish star on. And they didn't know who was Jewish and who was not. So I think they could
So she's like, Whoopi, this is a great idea. That's the takeaway there. Yeah. So what I love about our final clip on this is the person who probably should be the most upset would be President Trump. And he's on, there's shows where he just calls in, and that's Greg Kelly on Newsmax. And he calls him, and Greg is trying to start a revolution, but it's hard to start a revolution when nobody picks up on your idea.
Just chose the Bad Bunny Rabbit or whatever his name. This guy.
By the way, that's the worst tactic in broadcasting when you're
Forget
like,
name,
I don't even know what that show is. I don't even know who he is. Bad Bunny Rabbit? Oh, I don't know.
Whatever it is,
He doesn't like you. He accuses everything he doesn't like of racism. Do you think maybe we should just kind of entertain blowing off the NFL, like a boycott or something along those lines? This guy does not seem like a unifying entertainer. And
we'll let the president answer in a second. So he's like, all right, we should probably ban or we should boycott the NFL over this. And we'll see if the president wants to run with
a lot of folks don't even know who he is.
I never heard of him. I don't know who he is. I don't know why they're doing it. It's like crazy. And then they blame it on some promoter that they hired to pick up entertainment. I think.
By the way, the promoter that they hired is Jay-Z, one of the most successful recording artists of the last 30 years. Some guy picked him. Yeah, Jay-Z.
I think it's absolutely ridiculous. And while we're at it, I'd like them to change the kickoff rule, which looks ridiculous, where the ball is kicked and the ball is floating in the air and everyone's standing there.
No, I know.
It's ridiculous.
He's out while we're talking about the NFL.
Than the regular kickoff. I think it just looks so terrible. I think it really demeans football, to be honest with you. It's a great game, but it demeans football. Do you know what I mean by that? The kickoff rule.
So he's like, yeah, Greg, cute idea, but how about the fucking kickoff rule?
Right. I wonder if anybody who has actually sat down and even just pulled up one of his videos to hear this guy's music or see him perform. I bet you any of these assholes haven't even taken a look at what this fucking guy can do. It's probably shitty.
Yeah, probably. Well, on that sports-related note, let's head down the home stretch.
Who are these sports? You know what I'm saying? Who are these sports? Let's see who's playing. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? No, I don't know what's society.
Easy, I want to introduce you and probably a lot of our audience to a gentleman who goes by Hogdale. It's a streamer. His name is Grant Huckvale, and he does play-by-play at home, maybe in a basement, but at home for every Red Sox game, and as we'll find out, also Patriots games. So here he is in a clip that started making the rounds at the end of Game 1 of the wild card series between the Yankees and Red Sox. Aroldis Chapman loads the bases and somehow manages to get out of it.
Gonna explode.
Oh no.
2-2 pitch from Chapman.
Swung on, he missed! He fucking strikes him out! He gets out of it! And the Sox win Game 1! They win Game 1! The Yankees choke it! Chapman escapes! They win it 3-1! Suck my fucking dick! Eat shit! Let's go! Let's go!
So
hire him.
Hire him. So I saw this and I was like, oh man, I'm going to reach out to this guy. I'd love to have him on WATB. Unfortunately, Dave Portnoy also saw this clip.
Okay.
So the next day, here he is at Barstool.
Boys! Hello! Welcome in. Join us on the electric chair. Boys, we're live. Red Sox, Yankees. Game 2 of the wild card round. I'm thrilled. I'm in New York. I wasn't here yesterday. Now I am. Crazy. That's how fucking flight works. Crazy shit.
There's the Yankees fan sitting behind him.
Going on, fellas. I've never been more thrilled in my entire life to sit here on this couch, this chair, and like listen, man. It's hard for me to put into words how much this means to me and how much this I'm literally overcoming myself with emotion right
Why
now.
do you have to be
I'm
such a
fucking
good guy? So the Yankee fans want to hate him, but he's like a likable
Yeah,
guy.
yeah, he's likable, but it's too painful. If you close your eyes, it's a better experience because he is uncomfortably demossed.
Yes.
He's so fat.
I
Holy shit.
was realizing as I was looking back at the screen that he's basically me if I started eating at 25 and never stopped. Like for the next 25 years, just eating constantly. Well, I want to jump ahead to the way that series went. The Red Sox did lose the second and third games.
We're like, yeah, I'm sorry. I can see someone like die in front of me and it wouldn't faze me. This is such a fucking joke of a game.
So he's like, I could see someone die in front of me and it wouldn't faze me.
The Sox so far, dude. Schwindler, like, it's not like he has to do anything special. I'm just gonna throw fastballs right by you. Like, I think you're too much of a bitch to fucking hit it. And he's been right at every fucking point.
Uh-oh.
So yeah, he's getting worked up, and no, they don't win. But Hogdale does have a happy ending because the beauty of sports is that you just have to wait a couple days, and this is the end of the Patriots game against our buddy Carl's Bills.
England Patriots are still undefeated against the Buffalo Bills on Sunday Night Football. A statement win. The Drake May era is here. The Patriots are a real team. They're a real threat in the AFC. Let's fucking go, boys. What a game. Best game of the season from the Patriots. Played mostly clean football. Stephon Diggs was unbelievable.
Anyway,
he needs the device where it's headphones with the mic attached to it because he's like this, he's over here, and then he's here, he's over here, and he's fat, and he's over here. He's a pile of shit. You know, I really hate fat people. So this guy, I mean, I like that he's doing this, but I can't get past the fact that he looks so horrible.
Yeah. Well, it's been a roller coaster in Yankee world during these playoffs. Currently down 0-2 to the Toronto Blue Jays. Excuse me, to Cardiff's Toronto Blue Jays. Yeah. But there were some ups. I like this moment where they cut to a crowd shot. This is during the wild card game, and I actually think I'll mute it because you're going to see a catch made, and then they show this luchador Yankees fan, and then they pull out, and this
this chick
was just giving the finger. If you give me a choice, the dude in the luchador mask, I would absolutely go for him first.
No, I can't do it because typically Yankees fans are some of the most disgusting humans on the planet.
Yep.
You know, I just think about that kid. What's his name? The Rizzler, his dad.
Yeah.
Rizzler, yeah. So I'm gonna go with nasty Boston bitch because she probably likes anal.
Yeah, you know what? You're onto something there. And the first game in the wild card series, manager Aaron Boone sat Jazz Chisholm, and this is how he interacted with the media after he had been benched for the game. This is a lot lower than I thought it was. So,
oh yeah, can't hear fuck.
Yeah. So the point is that he's got his back to the media. They're asking questions about, like, does he call you? And he's like, yeah, he let me know I wasn't in the lineup. But he's going to keep his back to the press, and he's just just rearranging some things.
Clearly upset, and a child.
Yes.
A child.
Yes.
Can you imagine if in 1970, whatever, if a player did that, Billy Martin would come up and strangle you right on camera.
Oh yeah, he'd probably, break a Miller Lite over your head, a bottle one, obviously. So it's a good thing that our buddy Chris Mad Dog Russo isn't on traditional radio anymore, that he's on satellite, because he wanted to sing the praises of a young Yankee pitcher named Cam Schlitter.
to advance. Let me start here, and then we'll get into Schlichter, who obviously was Schlittler, who was just tremendous in the game.
He doesn't even know he said it. He said it 3 ways.
And by the way, he also trips over the word phenomenal.
Schlichter, who obviously was Schlittler, who was just tremendous in the game.
He was phenomenal. I mean,
He was
tremendous.
phenomenal.
He was phenomenal. I mean, good.
Yeah, exactly. So I love stuff like that. And look, I've been very upfront in my opinion that I don't enjoy the New York Yankees, and I don't much care for their most ardent fans.
Now, the better team is always the Mets. Not this year, but I mean, if you really want to, seriously, baseball's greatest team, the 85 Mets.
We're 86, but yeah,
86 Mets
I'm
too. They were good too.
85.
Yeah,
Well, the
85 though.
The 85 Mets were good, but they did lose to the Cardinals.
I thought they were better than the 86 Mets.
Well, yeah. Well,
or
yeah,
I just forgot that.
Yeah, they didn't
World
have the
Series.
success.
Yeah.
So a lot of my feed is filled with these live streams, kind of like what Hogdale does, where you've got guys, Barstool does a number of them, where they're watching the game live and you can see their reaction. And here's a pivotal moment where Aaron Judge comes up with the bases loaded and they can feel it. They can feel the tide of the game turning.
Wooga. That's a ball.
No!
Judge!
God damn it! What are you swinging at?
Judge.
Judge, you haven't swung that all year.
So when they broadcast, do they post the clip?
I think the clips, when they're doing this, you have to be watching the game on another screen. I don't think that they can stream the game.
What asshole is going to have on one screen the game and these shitheads on the other? What kind of dick does that? What the fuck is wrong with you?
I think on Twitch you might be able to do it because I want to visit with a channel called NYY Underground, New York Yankees Underground. And what's great is anybody who's a fan of a team, nobody can hurt you the way family does. The diehard fans know what all the shortcomings are of their teams. And here's NYY Underground watching the Blue Jays and Yankees.
Carlos Rodon is pitching on Tuesday for the Yankees at home, by the way. Here's a base hit. Coming around to score again, it is 5-0 Blue Jays. They are absolutely beating the brakes off of Max Fried in a disgusting display of baseball from the New York Yankees. Put them all in the fucking bathroom.
Put him in the fucking bathroom. Get him out of here.
Every fucking one of them.
Got his drops.
I was going to say, that's why I like this one, is that this guy's got drops.
He sets up his own drop by saying the drop and then playing the goddamn drop.
Yeah, I don't know, Eric. Put this guy in the fucking bathroom. Put him in the bathroom. This guy continues.
Oh, my God. 2-2. Hit in the air to right center field and deep. Going back, it is 11-0 Blue Jays.
Put him in the bathroom. Put him in the bathroom.
One of the most disgusting fucking turn of events I have ever watched. I mean, the New York Yankees as a whole should be a fucking shame to themselves.
No, you can't leave.
They are not only losing, they are taking an absolute thrashing.
We're gonna need a bigger boat.
With no Vaseline whatsoever. No baby oil, nothing. They are getting balls dragged over their fucking foreheads like a group of bitches is what is happening right now for the New York Yankees.
He's not going to be able to maintain that. If you've ever elevated your tone and your volume for that much time, it hurts. It really hurts, you know?
Yeah.
That's what he's doing there. He wakes up the next day like, God damn, I don't know if I can do this for the whole series.
Well,
shit.
If we're going to check in on a diehard New York Yankees fan, obviously we need to visit our buddy, actor Nick Turturro, who we have watched numerous times over the year. People know him from NYPD Blue. And I'm not going to lie, it was definitely a bit of a roller coaster for him. There were videos of him being way up when they were beating the Red Sox. But
this was the guy who got so pissed off when the one guy came to your team.
Yeah, when the Mets signed Juan Soto, and he was beside himself. Yeah, so that's one of the many times we've shown him. But here he is commenting on this.
Now it's like 10-1.
So embarrassing. So fucking embarrassing.
By the way, I want our video audience to keep a look on the over his shoulder, like his right shoulder, but to the left of our screen. It looks like he has a young daughter sitting there.
It's bad enough to lose a game you could have won.
Yeah.
It all started with Luke Weaver. Now a guy that was released by the Mets is in the game. 10-1. Just conceded the game. Tomorrow is a must. Must. Cannot go down 2-0. If you want to win this series against these miserable Blue Jays with their stupid jacket.
Ooh, what an insult. Their stupid jacket?
Yeah. And unfortunately for Nick and Yankees fans, the Blue Jays did win the next day. There were some garbage time runs, but the Blue Jays scored 13.
What about his, how is it someone who looks homeless get acting jobs? I mean, like what roles would a guy like that get other than like
homeless people,
cocksucker on the corner, down on his luck, you know?
NYPD Blue was on for a while, so he probably, let's just
I know, but he probably wants to work right now. But there's,
well, the pivotal moment in the series thus far is Vlad Guerrero Jr. Comes up to the plate with the bases loaded. And the thing that I learned from these playoffs is that because Canada, it's apparently a different country, but also because the team is owned by their ESPN, which is called Sportsnet, the Blue Jays home announcers get to call playoff games. And I didn't realize that because that doesn't happen here. In the U.S., you have to hear ESPN, Fox, or whatever. So here is the home broadcast of the Vlad Guerrero bases loaded at bat.
Deep left field. It is a grand slam.
So my favorite part is the foghorn.
Yeah.
And we might hear another version of this in a moment where
venue,
the
holy
foghorn.
shit.
Yeah, it's they got the roof open as much as it opens up there. It was apparently a nice day. But, Canada being Canada, we do need to hear the French call of that.
Oh, yeah.
Vladimir. La balle est frappée la plan. Grand slam. Vladimir Guerrero. Quelle série il connaît jusqu'à présent. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Il n'y avait pas de doute. Où que c'était frappé fort. C'est sorti pressé.
And I love that this there's like this French ad pops up.
Yeah.
I'm not even sure what this is.
Home run of the game brought to you by whatever that is.
Apparently it's brought to you by Classic Gout, which I didn't think that gout was something that you could market. But obviously, if we're going to listen to the two Blue Jays versions of that, we do need to hear Yankees radio. Now, our buddy John Sterling actually retired at the end of last year.
That was got hit in the head guy, right?
That's that guy, yeah. So they have a guy named Dave Sims, who was a longtime Seattle Mariners broadcaster. And of course, the irony shouldn't be lost on anybody that he might have gotten to call a World Series game if he'd stayed in Seattle. But instead, he's got this. This is the Vlad Guerrero at bat.
Guerrero at the dish at a 2-1 count. He's looking to unload right here. 2-1 pitch. He did. Deep drive, left field, grand slam.
Deep fly, left field, grand slam, and the foghorn just while no one's talking.
I mean, this is rubbing noses and shit. This is.
You mean what I'm doing?
No, what the Blue Jays are doing to the Yankees.
Vladimir Guerrero out in that one, as we just said, that's not.
Oh, that's that fat bitch. What's her name again?
So Susan Waldman, they have the opportunity to completely remake their broadcast booth when John Sterling leaves. So they could get rid of Susan Waldman. Nope, she's still there with Dave Sims.
Oh, I remember her.
Adding some insight.
With the bases loaded, 415 feet went out of this building at 111 miles an hour, and it's 9-0 here. Yankees being no hit by a 22-year-old. And
like his age matters.
Danger written all over it.
22-year-olds can't pitch good.
To a hot-hitting Vladdy Guerrero.
So, if I'm taking a moment to introduce you to Dave Sims, I want to go back to earlier in the series when WFAN, the radio station that has Yankee games, they have a camera on him, which is how we were able to see the ball that hit John Sterling. And I'm just going to play, and I want you to react to what you see, mostly focused on the attire of Dave Sims.
2 out, nobody on. 1-2 here to Volpe. Crochet kicks and deals. Pitch, swing on and hit to right field. Hit pretty well. Back it up. Eaton, and it is gone. Anthony Volpe turns back to look at his teammates in the dugout. He's hit a home run to give the Yankees a 1-0 lead with 2 outs.
So it makes me think of a very modern reference. The captain of the Captain and Tennille.
Right. Isn't that Chad Zumach's hat too?
This guy's a mud shark, and he's got his binoculars. I was just like, what is this getup that this guy wears for the radio? Now, yes, obviously we're seeing video of it because there's a camera there, but I'm like, what?
Well, yeah, but he was walking around and people were seeing him. I mean, he put that on and walked out the door that day and went, I'm ready to go. That's what Chad does. Chad does that, and the captain from Captain and Tennille. So we only know of 3 people that will wear those hats.
Yeah, and I'm just
Marry, fuck, kill, or I'm sorry, marry, fuck, unalive.
Yes.
Dave Sims, Captain, Chad Zumach, go.
Oh my gosh. Well, I guess I will give Zumach a ticket to Greenland and Your Welcome World. I'll pay for the one-way ticket there. And I'm going to marry the actual captain. You're talking about the captain from Captain and Tennille, because he never talks. Daryl Dragon is that guy's name.
Okay.
And he just sits there. So I could deal with that. And he probably has a cut of the publishing. And Dave Sims, I think that a hate fucking could be in order. I don't know. What do you think of that answer?
Well, I'm a little different. I would brutalize Chad's asshole because
okay, that's fair.
I need to make him. I would make him humble. All right, when you do, you can also punch. So I would donkey punch him while it's happening.
Yeah.
I would marry Dave Sims because he's got a steady job with insurance.
Oh, that's fair.
And the captain, who cares about the captain? He's going away. He's going to Greenland.
Right. Yeah. All right. Look, we lead different lives. So the Fox post game has Big Papi, David Ortiz, and Derek Jeter, and Alex Rodriguez. And with the Yankees giving up, I don't know, like 25 runs over these 2 games, Big Papi might be having a little bit of fun.
That lineup saying, ooh, I feel a little something right now. Don't say anything.
Don't say anything. Hey, let me tell you, I love you so much, but the only chance that the Yankee has is if you, Mo, Andy, and A-Rod come back and play Reggie Jackson, Babe Ruth, all of them. Yo, DiMaggio, Roger Mary.
It's the way he pronounces it. Joe DiMaggio, Roger Maris.
Yo DiMaggio is fantastic. This guy he needs, a regular talk show or a podcast. He probably already does have one. I don't know, but he could say anything and I'd pay attention. I love that.
On SNL, they used to have Kenan Thompson show up as Big Papi and just sort of list some of the food that he likes. The actual Big Papi is so much more entertaining, as seen in our final clip from that broadcast.
Yourself to say, you know what, fellas? If Max Fried would have played well or pitched well, we would have won. It would have been 1-1. So maybe you build on that positivity. Do you agree, Papi?
They can bring Jesus back, and they're still going to go to Cancun. It's over. It's a wrap. Just so you know, this Toronto Blue Jays lineup ain't playing around.
I love any clip where everyone in the studio is laughing. No one's on mic. No one's supposed to be laughing, but they can't help themselves.
A-Rod has this really limp-wristed, ridiculous laugh, too, that he's talking. All of a sudden he goes, ha, 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 ha.
Yeah.
Sounds horrible.
So there are a number of teams that I could be covering, but I guess that in our limited time that's remaining, it is probably worth pointing out that some fans just never learn, and that would be fans of the Philadelphia Phillies. We highlighted this guy last year. So he shows up with the pinstripe face paint and the red mohawk, and the cameras caught him as the game was going sideways yesterday. But I think that Phillies fans had to know that the game was never going to go in their favor because Biden was there.
Oh,
so as soon as you saw that, you were like, "Oh, fuck it, let's just go home."
Bean, he's from Delaware, right? Is that?
Yeah.
So that's close enough to be a
Phillies
fan,
that's the media market. Yeah, I mean there is no Delaware team, so
right.
yeah. I'm not even going to go through the play-by-play of it. Suffice to say, the Phillies were in a situation where the Dodgers were seemingly trying to give the game away, and this leads to an actual fight on the set of the Phillies postgame. Not a fist fight, but they're arguing about this.
Nice. To say, I don't care what he did. I want to know what you did. And what Rob Thompson did was not pinch run. He bunted with Stott when he could have
pinch run.
Who's he going to pinch run? He could have pinch run.
He could not have pinch run the guy.
How could he not have pinch run?
He could not have pinch run the guy because he had to hold on Bader. Bader could not.
He could not have pitch run the guy.
He could only hit.
Ruben, I would have let Bader walk. Let him walk the second. The run scores.
The man, he would have been done if he would have had to run. He probably would have.
I wouldn't have had him run, but that's how you got to be thinking.
I just like that these are these guys' jobs.
It's insufferable.
Yes, but you know what's coming now. If we're going to talk about the Phillies, we have to check in on our buddy Hunter Brody from Broads Media.
Fucking disgrace. What a fucking disgrace. You are so lucky Dave Roberts is brain dead because there's no reason to not have Sasaki in the ninth inning.
So Dave Roberts is the manager of the Dodgers, has been for a while. So now Broads is going to explain how the Phillies ought to have won this.
Whoop-de-damn-do. But here's the thing. When a team is so stupid and a manager on the other side does something that should be fatal, that decision should have murdered the Dodgers in game 2. It should have absolutely blown up in his face.
God. This is stressing me out.
Yeah, I mean, and this is wrapped up. Look, this was a bad long weekend in the city of brotherly love. Phillies lost on Saturday night. The Eagles lost for the first time on Sunday.
Yeah,
and then the Phillies lost again last. Yeah, and then the Phillies lost again last night. I feel bad for housewives in the Philly area because that's what they call a 3 black eye weekend.
Yeah, and then right before we started the show, the Flyers announced they were moving the team.
Well, that's even more rough. But I want to let Broads finish.
Rob Thompson said, "Watch this. You want to see stupid? I'll give you stupid. Give it up and down. All the momentum in the world. It was crashing down. All of it was crashing down on the Dodgers. They were letting it slip. They were giving you a golden opportunity to get back in the series."
That takes a lot of strength to do that. I mean, this guy is a physical specimen.
Absolutely. And the point in the game he's talking about, it's 4-3. So the Phillies just need one more run to tie. Their manager did admit that he was playing for the tie, not to win. So they do attempt a bunt, a sacrifice bunt, to get a runner over to third. But, Broads will tell you what happened.
But no. Let's try and move Rhino and Nick Castellanos over to third and give up and out. It's dumb baseball. So you counter Dave Roberts' dumb baseball with something dumb.
I'm having even more fun than I thought. I actually have another clip of him, but I want to get your thoughts before I
it's again, this probably a ton of people watch this. Yeah. How? I don't know. What type of fucking moron would spend time watching this asshole
Okay, so you mean apart from me, who wants to be able to play it back?
Well, I don't mind you. It's different for you searching. You're not watching this going, yeah. Philly cock is watching this shit and he loves it.
Yeah.
He loves this guy.
I'm not gonna lie, it was the first thing I looked for when the game was over, and I had to wait for him to go live. But
we are allowing one free chat.
Okay.
Carl writes, "This was me Sunday night after the Bills game."
Yeah, you know what? When the boss comes in, he obviously doesn't have to pay, and that actually seems about right. And we were talking about this at the beginning of the show. If you want to head on over to fightthedabbler.com to help Carl and Shuli fight the Dabbler. Take pity on Carl. The Bills are still, arguably the best team in the NFL, but they did lose. And for Hunter Brody, the Eagles lost. So that doesn't help his mindset. But he's going to explain the fundamental problem here with his Phillies.
Main issue with this team.
Yeah.
Trey Turner.
Okay.
Bryce Harper.
Okay. Those are all stars.
And Kyle Schwarber.
Great. 3 of the best players in baseball.
The main issue is that. And boom, 2-0 count, baby. Let's see you give it a swinging at trash, swinging at vomit, swinging at something that wasn't in the heart of the meat and potatoes of the plate on a 2-0 count. Smart baseball, boomer. There you go, kid.
There's no way, right?
Yeah, that's right here, kid. Way to go, bud.
I hate people that are this into sports. I hate them.
I am somebody who very closely follows my team, and I am very passionate. But this is, I mean, I've been at games that I don't get this way. I
like 9/11 hijackers more than I like this guy. I say if I had to choose between Mohammed Atta and this guy to live at my house, I would start setting Korans all over the house.
It would be great if the Phillies were to come back and win the series and then go on to the World Series, because I would love to have him on the show to try and talk to him like, when he's not like this. Because
I'd love to have him to tell him how much I hate him.
That's fine too. I like that. I mean, look, I was in the stadium when the Mets lost the World Series to the Royals, and I didn't do this. Believe me, if you want me to break down some of those decisions. Oh, JFK Head Chunk has Carl. Thank you. So Carl got a free chat, but it was paid for by JFK Head Chunk. Anyway, the baseball playoffs are continuing, and there's so much more that I'm hoping to get. I've got a whole folder of Yankee clips in case they lose today, but they might not. And then we'll see. We'll have some fun. But
I don't think Tiger and Mariner fans give a shit enough to actually.
No, there's a clip that I ended up not pulling it. There's a Mariners fan who leans on his wife with tears on his eyes when they go ahead and they scored a run in game 2. They're very emotional. Carl will tell you the Cubs are having a dog shit series against the Brewers. There's none of this. The Yankee fans and the Philly fans, I can't find that. I want those Cub fans being.
These are
they're all like,
because they're horrible human
beings. The
beings.
Cub fans are like, hey man, we won a World Series in 2016, and this is almost a decade ago. But 108 years before that, we're okay. And that's what I thought Red Sox fans were going to be like after 2004. They weren't. They're still a bunch of assholes. I have one final thing that is baseball related, but it is our great moment in broadcast history.
BTB, who are these broadcast history? Who are these broadcast history?
So when the San Diego Padres get eliminated, you can feel a lot of different ways, but if you have a long memory like I do, I remember this video, and sometimes you feel like, oh, they probably deserve it. This is from, I think, 2022.
Really going down to yellow and brown. That's what's in. Padres on the loose. Let's go, Goose. That's what's in. Bryce gonna lose, and Manny's gonna cruise. That's what's in. Give Philly no slack and send them back. That's what's in. So back, Philly, back. Back, Philly, back. Back, Philly, back. Back, Philly, back.
So I'm not even going to blame the guy in the front who's the ringleader of this and doing all the singing. How do you find 5 chuckle fucks to stand there with you while you do this and dance? This is like, it's also like 7 a.m. on the local news, I think.
Yeah.
It's 6:49 in the morning on Good Morning San Diego. These guys are out there with their Padres flag dancing around to the, you should be ashamed of yourselves.
Yeah, these are, it looks like they got some money. Nice place there.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe they did some drugs or something like that. It's fucking horrible. If that's my neighborhood, you're just hoping for, somebody to drive by perhaps to shoot these people or.
No, we don't want that. But
no, I meant shoot their wad. Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Okay. So you want them to get jizzed on. But that's what's in. Yeah. And anyway, exciting day of playoff baseball. We'll see if this week, next week at this time, easy. If your Tigers are still in it, they've been a fun team to watch. The Mariners are going to just be happy that they had any games, and they'll probably cry to their wives. So we'll see how it all goes. But that is our show. Be with us next Tuesday when we might have some interesting behind-the-scenes videos for you guys, but we'll let you know if that's the case. EZ, until next week, where can you be found?
Well, my show is live every day on Twitch, twitch.tv/Eric Zane Live, 10 a.m. Eastern, Monday through Thursday, 9 a.m. Friday, and download the audio wherever you download shows. Oh, and by the way, twitch.tv/Eric Zane Live. Thank you.
And you can find me at the Blackcast, BLADTCAST. We'll be looking at Paul Thomas Anderson's new film, One Battle After Another, and also the new Tron movie later this week. And at the top of the hour, my show, Marvel Movie Talk, will be over on the Geekscape Network. But most importantly, the show that makes me money, 100 songs that define heavy metal wherever podcasts are found. So I think it's easy to find the big dollar winner for today. Labyrinth Mystic kind of nickeled and dimed along the way, but we appreciate salty rectum, don't we? As always, this is Christian Bladt reminding you that every mic is a hot mic, but shut up